So my most unfortunate entrepreneurship experience was trying to build a startup for 3 years that I had little to no passion for. Yeah. So that's the I think I can't put it in any other better way.
Do you still remember the days of blogshops? Have you ever wondered that you could start a successful one? For all of you who don't know what's a blogshop, think carousel store or Instapage today. But what about selling solution to blogshop owners? Kind of like selling the spade to the gold digger. Is it that easy? Sometimes when we are trying to go into a space that we have no clue prior, we actually think that we have superior foresight. Gerald, founder of Yummy Bros, was one of that guy that believed that he could make a killing in women's fashion, right? He failed miserably, he lost his identity, lost his muscles and maybe some friends along the way, but ultimately found a bunch of people that he actually understood, his gym buddies. So he turned himself around and served them quality frozen meals and currently have $7 million in revenue, selling frozen food to gym guys. Find out his journey today. Welcome to Entrepreneurshit Show.
So in 2014-2015, the entrepreneurship scene in Singapore, right, was that it was relatively easy to raise money. You have an idea, you have a pitch deck, maybe you got a partner. You don't even need to have the product. You can literally raise money. Okay, so in 2014-2015, I started a new business. It was supposed to be a media platform focusing on fashion and lifestyle for women.
Okay. Why are you guys there? Is it a bunch of guys trying to do that thing?
Yeah.
Okay, come, tell me.
There was only one girl in the team.
Then why are you guys in the business?
So, you see,
I mean, it was a period of time where blogshop was a thing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
When
for all the younger guys,
we,
now it's Instagram shop.
Yeah.
Right? But back then was blog.
Okay, we rewind a bit.
Yeah.
So, I think we were damn stupid because last time we thought that for a startup to be successful, right, you need to raise money. It's the shittiest piece of advice that I ever got. So
where do you get this advice from?
Well, I can't remember. Like everyone.
Everybody was talking about raising money, right? I see a lot of incubators putting, like how much we raise on the board, It's a thing. It's not about how much the business have grown, how much GMV we have, but it's really about how much we raise. So that was a central theme for a period of time. So I don't blame you.
Yeah, and then thinking back, right, when you congratulate a startup for raising money, it's like going to the chef and say, "Hey, congrats, man, you got the ingredients." I haven't done shit.
That's true.
I haven't done jack shit. So right, our mindset was that, okay, we need to raise money, man. Okay. So how we're gonna do that is we're gonna need an idea. Just have a damn good idea first. Good is relative lah. Okay. So we convince people that this idea will work. And then we pivot. Wow, this word very popular pivot.
Yeah.
Walao, even a basketball player don't pivot that much in a basketball game. So what we did was we got to know these amazing guys. Okay, so they were our angel investors. They are amazing. Okay, so I will just say who they are. Okay, they are Alex from Space Ventures. We have Benedict So, who is the founder of Kingsman International. It's this huge company, public listed. Okay, so these two guys, they were the first ones who supported us, and you cannot say that they were just trying to throw money around, but they invested in people. So they believed in us and up to this day, I still feel a bit shitty that we lost their money it sucks. Okay, but we approached Alex and his team, and this Benedict So was there also. So we pitched them idea version A, okay, and they felt that it wasn't going to work because of, there's not enough market for that, there's not enough evidence to show that people would buy this or whatever. So the thing pivot until become that media platform focusing on fashion and lifestyle for women thing. So I think the mistake that we made was everything else fit, right? Because last time blog shop power right? And then online shopping on the rise
Yes,
and
yes.
then content marketing then power because we have got people like the Smart Local, run by Brian. Brian's an amazing guy also. He actually supported us during that 3 years He did help us. Okay, and then you got all the other media sites that are coming out. So we thought that okay, so this one will work. But the one thing that we missed out was that who are the guys running the show? You got these three. That time was me, my tech guy, very good friend. His name is Lucius. Yeah, so the two of us, and we hired one app developer in Indonesia. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was only like 4-5 months later that we found a lady to join the team.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the problem. You see, we were a male dominant team, and being male dominant is not really the direct problem. The direct problem was that we had no idea what the fuck we are doing. I mean, look at me. Do I look like somebody who understands ladies' fashion?
Yeah. So I think what you guys were talking about, the whole like pivot, right? It's very common, right? What you were talking about, it's very common out there, and at some point you realize that you're not in the right business, or you're not in something that you actually believe in, right? So it was just like riding the high of money going around and the whole vibe of entrepreneurship and the whole thing about like blog shop and everything, right? So you were riding the wave. So it's not a bad wave per se, it's a wave, right? But you realize that maybe you were not the person to ride, right? But at that point when you start to realize you didn't stop, right? Why was it so?
Okay, so why didn't we stop? The first thing that the first major reason was because of Alex and Benedict, my angel investors. Because you see, when you take people's money, right? Like to me, I was brought up in an environment, right, that money very hard to earn, So these guys were rich. Like Benedict is wealthy. Alex has got money because he's got limited partners putting cash into his fund, right? But to me, it's like all this is people's hard-earned money. We already take already, and we've already spent some. We've invested some of that already. We should at least try and give them back their ROI, right? So we kept going. We didn't want to give up, and also there was this like hope that you know what? Maybe we can morph ourselves into this ideal founder. We can go and learn. We can go and understand the mind of a fashionista, understand the mind of a blog shop owner. And we tried extremely hard. You can ask our ex-clients. Like we tried really, really hard, Yeah, so we did that 3 years, and we just wanted to succeed. And we took very little money. Yeah, so it was just 3 years of taking very little money, losing people's money, and not being ourselves. Like for me, I also have this. Maybe I should let go of this belief that you should sacrifice who you are yesterday on today, right, to become who you want to be tomorrow. So I held on to that belief very tightly So I tried to reinvent myself Yeah, and I think the mistake was that this is not reinventing your skills, This is reinventing who you are inside as a core. So everybody has an internal structure of who you are already, and once you start to change that, right, then that's where people get very lost Yeah, reinventing your skills is okay. That one you must do. You must learn, relearn, unlearn. Yeah, so they become better. Yeah, but we were doing the wrong kind of relearning Yeah.
So why do you think that you should drop this mindset? Because it's very prevalent, right? It's a a lot of people have this kind of belief that you can be better, blah blah blah. A lot of like NLP kind of thing.
Okay, so in my super limited knowledge of personality or what, I don't know. I'm not a psychologist, right? Okay, but then I will break it down into two things, right? So who you are is your identity, which is fundamentally who you are. What is your name? How old are you? Where you are from? Blah 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 blah. So okay, marketing speak, your demographics, right? And then you have your skills, okay? You have your capabilities, you have your goals and all these kind of things. You want to change all these things, right? Sure, I think that's fine. But I don't think we should change who we are. Unless you fucked up Yeah, unless you're some fucked up motherfucker then you go and change this Unless you're some selfish guy or like you're some cheating person, then you change that. But I think fundamentally, if who you are is maybe neutral, and even if you are who you are is like good, full of passion and all, right, you shouldn't change that. Like everybody should get to be themselves, right? I mean, this brings up a very sensitive topic, LGBTQ, right? Yeah, I mean, you should be able to be who you are without any judgment, okay? Without any prejudice. You should be able to be who you are, because regardless of this, right, as long as you've got the skills, you can create value, right? You are a valuable human being, right? Yeah. So back to your question, I think it's very hard to change this part of who you are, your identity, Yeah, and that's what we were doing. Yeah. So we got lost. We didn't even know who we are already.
So
Yeah.
it was so difficult to break away from the business.
Yes.
Right. Because you kind of invested so much of your identity and yourself into the business.
Yeah.
Other people were putting money, you were putting yourself in it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the thing. You people sacrifice money. Money, okay lah, now that I'm here, money any day can earn back one. Like, today I accidentally spent $500 on this piece of thing that I don't need, right? Next month easily earn back $500. But then when you invest yourself in it, right, it's not just money, it's time, it's reputation. Yeah, so I can tell that my friends were like wondering what the fuck I was doing. Because back in school, back at work, my first job, in the army, I was not this guy. I was somebody else. And then all of a sudden I said, what the fuck, Gerald is running this like what women's online magazine, sure or not, yeah. Yeah. So I didn't want to hang out with my friends because of that, man. Yeah, because like I did feel embarrassed for number one. I know that I'm not doing what I'm doing. Yeah. Women's magazine is one thing, but for me to do that, right, I am what's that word? I betray myself lah. Yeah. So I betray my own identity. And also the next thing is that I know I wasn't making much money. So I couldn't really keep up with that kind of expenditure with my friends. Yeah, and the third thing was that desperately trying to make the business grow, right? So I worked many hours a day lah. Yeah. So the thing about me is that I'm an extrovert. I extract energy from people, from being around people. I need that shit. I need it once in a while. I need once in a while to go and hang out with my friends, hang out with different people. Strangers also can, I don't care. Yeah, I just need that so that I can replenish my energy lah. Yeah, so for that 3 years, the only people that I hung out with was my then girlfriend, my colleagues, and my clients. Yeah, so social life next to nothing lah. Like out of work, social life had nothing. Yeah, and that was quite draining as well lah.
In what way was it draining? Because I think a lot of people, when they talk about entrepreneurship, right, it's like, entrepreneurs make a lot of money lah, life is very amazing for them lah, so when you say like, entrepreneurs, yes, you're struggling, you have no money, and you're working very hard, and then in that sense, you sacrifice your social interaction because you got no money. Realistically, no money to go to the bar, how to hang out, right?
Yeah. So one jack will be $16 a basket.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Back then can eat 5 meals.
Yeah.
Right? Literally, right? If you wanna cut, you can really go there, right? And how did that feel? When you had no resources and you're so isolated.
How did that feel? Lonely. Like lonely is the word, because your friends won't understand. They want to, but they cannot fully put themselves in your shoes. To them, the solution is very simple. Just quit. Yeah, but I cannot quit. Okay? I cannot quit because of those reasons. I cannot quit because of my investors. And then some more, my CTO that time, Lucius, I convinced him to quit his high-paying job. He was earning like good money, at a development firm. So I convinced him to quit his job. to come and join me in this stupid journey. And then I tell him, then I go and tell him I quit. Nonsense It's stupid Then what about the people that we hire? You cannot tell them I quit, right? Yeah. And then back then, my wife was my girlfriend back then and I wanted to marry her. Okay, so why so stupid, right? Like, you young clueless guy, no money, go and propose for what? I proposed to my wife, when I was in my 1.5 years into the thing. I proposed to her because her dad just died. Yeah, and her dad, the death of her dad was quite in dramatic fashion for her because she's an SIA stewardess. And when he passed away, right, she was on a plane serving passenger. Yeah. So, as you know, my wife is Thai. So she has relocated to Singapore to build a new life lah. So you come here for about 2 years, coming 3, with the intention of building a new life, and then all of a sudden your father passed away. I mean, imagine the kind of trauma somebody will go through, right? You're in a new place, you have no family here. Yeah, so that was when I realized that, okay, I need to give this girl some form of certainty. So I proposed to her. Yeah, I had to pay a 12-month installment for her engagement ring. Yeah, no money what, right? So okay, installment. Then when I bought the ring on installment, the fella was like, installment 12 months 6 months not enough, 12 months yeah, 12 months, okay lor. So I bought the ring, proposed to her. Yeah, so I cannot give up the whole entrepreneurship thing because I need it to work. Yeah, so you feel very lonely. Cause you tell me who else in your social circle will be going through something like this? When you tell them your problem, right, what they can do is to listen. And they listen. I have great friends. They listen. But they cannot do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. You expect what? Give you money siao, walao, not like some beggar Like, it's not about pride, but it's about responsibility Yeah. I'm responsible for my own fate, right? I'm responsible for my own poverty. Right? I'm not gonna blame anybody. Yeah, I know that the media world painted this picture about startups that it's hard in the beginning, after it'll be okay. Yeah, I can blame them but no, it's my own responsibility. Yeah, so it just felt really like lonely Yeah, and that period of time.
And then finally you broke out from it.
Yes.
Because it sounds so agonizing, right? Like so many. It's a dynamic decision. It's not linear. Not like just quit, right? A lot of people be like just quit because they don't understand. They're not in it. But given all this dynamism, ultimately, you cut.
Yeah. There was also another thing that I felt. I think we went through this over Skype. I also felt irresponsible. I felt like I wasn't doing my job. Okay, why? So, just to provide a bit of context, back in the army, I went to OCS and I commissioned as an officer. So you can say that I am indoctrinated or whatever shit, right? But my firm belief is that as a citizen, right, I am responsible to my country for number one, defense as an NS man, also for economic contribution. So, and I study econs Yeah, so as a citizen, I'm supposed to create some form of value for the economy. But instead of creating more jobs, creating more income, more revenue so that the government can tax me, no, I am taking people's money and wasting it all. Yeah, so I felt like it was very irresponsible of me to be embarking on this journey. Yeah. And then it's like you will be thinking, if I give up now, then I cannot correct the wrongs. Yeah. Then if I give up now, and if I don't give up now, right, I do not know whether the journey will change. Yeah. So lonely and irresponsible. I just felt very worthless as a man. Yeah, I felt very little as a man. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, you guys know how it is. Right? As a guy, you're supposed to be the one earning the bread, earning the money, lay the food on the table, taking care of everyone. Yeah, as the man of the household, as a man anywhere it's a stupid stigma but it's like that, right? In our culture, you are a man, you should be earning good money, you should be doing well. Yeah, so you just feel very small as a man. Yeah.
And then when you left, how was the journey after that?
When
Confirm not smooth one. When it's so crazy, right? Then, you know, most entrepreneurs, when they break up from their first venture, things go cuckoo. It's a lot of mind, you know, a lot of very, like falling to the abyss. Like, you need some sort of, you know, holding, go back to something and keep you going. Right, so what do you do after that?
I think we didn't have the thing that kept us going, right, was that we had nothing. Yeah, because okay, I officially told my investors, it was damn sucky lah, like going up to Alex and telling him, say, hey man, you know, I think we're gonna have to like stop doing this. Yeah, and I was very lucky because he understood, like he could understand like the hardship that we were going through lah. Yeah, so he gave us his blessing, to stop this whole thing. And I was like, and that was a relief lah. So the thing is that after that we had nothing left. Yeah, so I think it was the fact that we had nothing that got us going lah. Yeah, and I was doing odd jobs. I was teaching social media, advertising, teaching people how to set up their Facebook ads at a school in Paya Lebar. Yeah, so I was doing all these odd jobs, and then I did a bit of a short marketing stint for this other company, this other fitness company. Yeah, and that was what gave me a bit of more money back so that I could invest into Yummy Bros. Yeah, because Yummy Bros is bootstrap one mah. Yeah, last time don't have enough pot, right? Then I buy first lah. Last time need money for ingredient, money come first lah. Yeah, so bootstrap lor. And yeah, we just kept going because we had nothing to lose really. Really lost everything already. What the fuck? Yeah.
Okay, so from that transition into Yummy Bros.
Yeah.
And then Yummy Bros went from, you know, pretty much a ghetto setup at someone's home.
Ghetto setup.
Right, it's a ghetto setup, right?
It is.
Two guys want to do this thing, and then, you know, we just go to someone's place and then we set up. You know, and then you just kind of play around with it, right?
Yeah.
So from a ghetto setup, how do you guys start, you know, getting your customers? How did that work?
Okay, so the first thing that we did was we chill all of our gym buddies, right, to come and try the meals. The pitch to them was very simple. It said, high protein, low calories. Okay, what I need you to do, right, is to just try it and tell me what you think. So that started a very long, I think it was like 3-4 months, long duration of, okay, we get a feedback, we improve and we go again, we get a feedback, we improve, then we go again. Yeah, but during that time, right, I was working on Instagram. So the short answer is that Instagram helped us to get our first few stranger customers, like people that we didn't know. So every time we made the meals, I would just put them on a nice little backdrop, and then I'll take a photo and I'll post it. Yeah, and then I would post things like nutrition knowledge, because I studied this shit before. Yeah, so we post like fitness tips, dieting tips and all. Yeah, and then slowly, right, we suddenly got orders, right? Who's this guy, man? Who's this? And then we got like more DMs, or like, hey, saw the photos, food looks great, how do I order? Yeah, so we got direct them to the website and everything. So this started to happen slowly, and I think one of the key thing was that we focus a lot on the product. Yeah, we wanted the product, right, to be so freaking good, and we wanted not just the product but the customer experience, right, to be freaking good, like freaking memorable lah. And because personally I would want to be treated like that by a brand. Okay, and we wanted like the brand, right, to be like that bro. Yeah.
A lot of testosterone in this brand.
Yeah.
A lot of bros here.
Yeah, we wanted the brand to be like the bro to the community lah. So when a customer orders from us from the first time, they get a lovely card, you know. And last time we handwrite everything because we didn't know better, Handwrite everything.
How is a card very bro?
Oh, you know what? We
like very sister.
oh, okay. Okay, like maybe like a bit more feminine, bro.
Family friendly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we handwrite the message. I can still freaking remember because I handwrite don't know how many million times. Okay, maybe not million, a few hundreds. Dear Brian, thank you so much, you awesome person, for ordering from us. Your support means a lot to us because it helps us to make dieting enjoyable, affordable, and convenient for fitness enthusiasts in Singapore. We hope to serve you again soon. Sign. We even have a Yummy Bro signature.
Oh, that is cool. That is cool. Really.
Yeah.
If I receive that, I will feel like, hey, yeah, maybe these guys really care about me.
So we then put this in an envelope. Then we seal with saliva in a case because last time no COVID ma. Then we put this together with the meals. And then the meal box, right? Okay, so we didn't want the meal box to say Yummy Bros. Yeah, everybody knows you are Yummy Bros. So can we create some value out of that? Okay. Now our meal boxes, right? They all come with that sticker and it has got a different motivational quote on it. Yeah. So we say things like, don't diet to be skinny, diet to look yummy, things like that. Yeah. And prior to that,
Who is the one creating all these quotes?
me. Yeah. Okay, prior to that, right, we wanted to do this fortune cookie kind of a concept. So
小 cheesy, 小
yeah, and we want people to finish their food. So our meal boxes were white in color, like translucent lah. We would print a lot of different quotes, and then we would stick it to the bottom. Okay, stick it to the bottom. So basically, we print it reverse lah. Because if you print it the normal way up, you have to paste it on the meal box, and that would be very hygienic, right? So we printed it in reverse. We paste it at the bottom, so that when people finish eating their meal prep, right, they will see, oh, just do it or something like that. Then they will see like, if fitness is 20% exercise, 80% diet, then you're already more than halfway there. Like things like that. Yeah. So they will see this kind of thing. So that was what made people want to finish their food, and that's what makes them want to order again.
Did your customers feedback that?
Yes, they even take a photo of that, right? And then they post on stories. Yeah, so the stories were the ones that told us, right, what customers were like raving about lah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
that is learning about your customer, right?
Yeah.
Figuring and just kind of tinkering along the way.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So it's not just about the taste, but it's about the experience, Yeah. So we also regularly we email them, we talk to them on Instagram. We try and, hey, are you so and so and so? Because they like our photo ma. Then I will see like, oh, this is very familiar. So I go and DM. I'll say, hey, are you so and so and so? Just wanted to confirm. Then they'll say, yeah. Hey, thanks for ordering our stuff, man. Hey, I know that people don't always say the bad things, but we want to hear it. So what can we improve on? Yeah. So we kept getting all this stuff lah. Yeah, and along the way, we did try a bit of B2B models. Like we went down to the gyms, and then we tried to sell them the meals so that they can sell to their members. But the volume there is like too low. Yeah, like our one single average customer orders much more than the average gym.
Don't waste time.
Yeah, so we focus on B2C. So we knew that we wanted to be a B2C brand right from the start.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Can you just kind of help us understand, because not every day you have someone that start from the ghetto kitchen to scale to where you guys are. So I want to know your supply chain changes.
Okay, so for 1 year, right, we were operating from Anson's home.
Yeah.
Okay, and every day we live in fear.
When you're gonna get raided.
Yeah. Fuck. Walao, I tell you and okay, Anson sometimes he lets his fear take over sometimes. He say, hey bro, I very scared. My neighbor complain how yesterday the neighbor come and ask me when we take the lift together, say, hey 昨晚你又煮东西 Wow, I feel very scared bro. Then I go, okay bro, don't worry, we'll figure something out. Sucks I tell you. Then then when you talk to people also, people will still think that it's an illegal way of doing business, but there's this thing called the HDB home-based business scheme. Yeah. So you can do what? Yeah, but the thing is that you cannot.
Must get HDB to sponsor this, right? They tag them is like running below. Right?
Yeah.
Find out more HDB sponsor scheme.
Okay, but then we know at the back of the mind that things were getting out of hand.
Yeah. So it's a problem on a problem.
Yeah,
in
every
some
time
ways.
delivery 200-300 boxes. I mean that now you talk about 200-300 boxes, it's like that lah. But back then when we were doing 200-300 meal boxes, right, we were getting very worried because like, you know what, we shouldn't be doing this, man. Yeah, but we had nothing. Like that was our source of income. Yeah, and Anson was asked to leave his job. You know why? Because he was cooking night in, night out. The guy has to reach his office 6 a.m. He does hard labor stuff okay, and it's a bit sensitive because it's security related.
It's okay.
Yeah. So he was asked to leave his job, man. So we started April 1st April Fools 2018. Then a good 6 to 7 months down the road, he was asked to leave his job, and then we continued to operate at his home all the way until April May, and then a miracle happened. Yeah, so I then went back to my same stupid mistake of trying to raise money. Yeah, so of course it failed because if you want to get like a fully equipped central kitchen, right, the outlay is at least $1 million, $1.5 million. Yeah. So what happened was that we met this very nice uncle. His name is Uncle Raymond. Uncle Raymond owns a central kitchen. So we just decided, okay, how about we go into partnership with this? I split my revenue with you. Yeah. So from then on, we had we were exclusive to him and he was exclusive to us. So like there won't be any competition. It's all based on trust. Yeah. And then I think in our local context, right, all your little contracts, all your little agreements, right, they don't mean shit if there is no very close interpersonal relationships. So like Raymond and I, we've had arguments, we've had shouting matches, but what all those did, right, was that as unfortunate as they were, they became fortunate events because they brought us closer together. Yeah, so there's shit that Uncle Raymond would tell me that he would never tell other people. Yeah, and of course there will be things I tell you that I wouldn't really tell others also. So there's like this very close bond. He's like my second dad already, you know. He's like he's like my stepdad. Yeah. So with Uncle Raymond's central kitchen, we grew freaking fast. Yeah, and then we implemented this refer a friend thing. Yeah. Wow, I tell you, we learned this, that if the product is good, right, then people will refer.
People are willing to refer. Yes.
Yeah, your product is shit, nobody will care.
Yeah, don't try hard referring. Right?
Yeah. So we were quite lucky because the whole funnel, right, was really nicely built. Yeah, but I think getting to that point is the difficult part. So like today, all I need to do is to just keep feeding more like prospects into the funnel. And that's our whole marketing operation.
And it took 3 years, right? From the
actually we are less than 3 years old.
Okay.
We are about 2.5, is it?
Yeah.
2018 is
about there.
Yeah, we're 2.5. Yeah, so it's quite shock Like I've never built a 7 million revenue company before, and getting there in annual revenue getting there in less than 3 years is quite shock.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
So, on all this shockness and all these stories, right? What do you think keeps you going? Why do you still do this? I like. Okay, so you go back to the women's fashion online magazine thing, right? So one of the things that made me decide, okay, I'm gonna quit, was that I looked in the mirror and I was like, who's this guy? Does this guy look like some fashion guy to you? Does he look like somebody who even understand what is fashion? Like, I can't even hold a proper conversation, right, with another lady about shopping. I can't hold a normal conversation with them about blogshops, because for me, I'll be talking about you know how this brand gets their supply is that they do this and do that. But to them, they don't give a shit. They just care about the design look nice, the colors nice, affordable. I cannot hold that conversation with them because I'm not it. Yeah. So this was when I was 30 years old. I hit 30, and then I asked, okay, who is this guy in the mirror? Yeah. And then that was when all the fitness thing came about. I wanted a life, right, that I can just gym every day, can eat proper food every day, and to me, proper good food is food that helps me to meet my fitness goals, and at the same time I can eat day in and day out. So I can eat the same shit
for like a long time. Like our customers sometimes they like also quite interesting Zesty chicken, zesty chicken, zesty chicken, zesty chicken, zesty chicken. Okay, 12 of that, one order. I said, wow, bro, not sian Yeah, then another one, okay, curry. So they eat the same thing, every week, Yeah, so it's amazing Yeah, so I wanted that lifestyle. I just want to go gym every day. I wanna do this thing I love, and yeah, then today is like that lor. So bro, I tell you my schedule very simple. Every day I will book gym. Okay, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, 9 p.m. you will see me at the gym without fail. Tuesday, Friday, 11 a.m. you will see me doing cardio there. That's life, man. I mean, it may sound very stupid to most people but I like. Every day I can go gym, I can bust my ass there. Wow, shock bro.
I think Gerald brought a very interesting insight into the whole idea of how responsibility, as a concept kind of weighs in to the self, because a lot of people struggle with these kind of concepts. Like, because when we're young, we're taught a certain thing, and then when we become an entrepreneur, a lot of these things, they get amplified. Because, when you're an entrepreneur, you just try everything. You get to set your rules, right? You get to decide a lot of stuff. It's not, there's no like frame in terms of work, and you could kind of do all these things. So all these inner dialogues, all these inner ideas, they get amplified. Sometimes not in the best way, like for him, and over time it's a journey. We learn, we change, and in business, sometimes certain things look like it's very easy. Actually, most of the time, people think certain things are very easy, but actually when you practice, when you go down and you start to realize that, it's actually not that simple, right? There's a whole process of scaling, and through the process of scaling, a lot of things change. And also, I think he grew a lot in the process, and I'm growing a lot, connecting with all these guys, and also for myself. So I want you to know that if you decide to go into business, this is a process. It's not like a half a year, 1 year kind of thing. Being an entrepreneur takes time, and you're spending your life. It's not just about money, right? So I hope you learned something, and thanks for staying all the way. Gerald has something more for you. I just have one last question for you, right? If someone wants to, participate in this whole entrepreneurship thing, right? Or entrepreneurship thing, okay? What is one advice you'll give them?
Don't know. Okay, wait. First of all, don't a bit too sweeping I
mean, I have similar thoughts So, but can you just kind of share why not?
Okay, so before I need to answer this question in a very long-winded way Okay, so the first thing is that I will not wish upon anybody, even if it's my biggest enemy, the things that I have gone through. Okay, in summary, basically being an adult, earning next to no money, and also betraying your own identity. Okay, because being lost on who you are, right, I think is not a very pleasant experience. So I wouldn't wish on any human being, right, what I have been through Okay, I would wish that everybody, when they start their business, okay, they will succeed. Maybe not everybody will be huge but I just wish that everybody will be able to succeed and be able to earn a decent living, and they don't have to suffer Okay, so that's what I genuinely wish for. Okay, so if you want to be stubborn and do this entrepreneurship thing, right, I would say that you use this time, right, to build up on skills. So the key skills that I think you should build up on is, how do you convince somebody to part with their money in exchange for something? Basically, learn how to sell, learn how to market. Okay, learn some form of constructive skills, like maybe web development, cooking or whatever. I don't know, man. Basically, when you're a young person, learn skills. Okay, get as much skills as possible. Meet as many different people as possible. Ask for their life story. Listen to their experiences. Okay, so that's for the kids. So let's say you are a working adult already, and you're sick and tired of your 9 to 6 job. You want to do something of your own. What I would recommend is that you do a side hustle.
I thought you would say change your job.
Wow, sian. Yeah, actually change your job is a good idea.
Change your job is a better idea.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, you change your job, then it doesn't work out, right? Then then you suck more. Yeah, but the question is, what if you want to do this entrepreneurship thing, ma?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I suggest you do a side hustle. Yeah, because in Singapore, right, you no money, you no talk. Right? Really, that's the harsh reality of it, lah. You need to have money to feed yourself.
Yeah.
Don't be a liability, right?
Yeah.
So go get a side hustle. Build the thing until can sustain you really, right? Okay, then you chow. Okay. If let's say you are an entrepreneur in a business that is failing, or you feel that like there's really no way this thing is gonna succeed. Okay, maybe 1% chance that it's gonna succeed, but 1% is still very small. I think you need to really go and think about what's next after you exit, lah. Yeah. And then can you work for people? Yeah, because like me, I find it a bit hard to work for people. Because I got my own ideas. It's not that I 怪懒 Okay, maybe some people say I 怪懒. Is that I have my own view on things, and I genuinely do my best to try and look at through other people's lens also. But if cannot means cannot, and then if I feel uncomfortable with the direction of the company, right, then I cannot. Yeah, because you'll be back to the problem of the betraying your own identity again, ma. Yeah. So that's my long answer to this question.